Hey, hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer, and all my Mystic Quest tournament participants. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I am joined in the booth tonight by Chanigan and Possum Morpheus and Ham running our restream tonight. Everybody say hi.
Hello.
I think this is the first time we all just kind of hung out and
Yeah,
talked
I
for a little
think
bit.
that's the first time all four of us are in the call together.
It's a rare occurrence.
Yep.
Possum, how you doing? You're being awful quiet over there.
I said hi. I'm also trying to stuff my face since I just got home and trying not to do it through the microphone. ASMR is cool, but that's not what folks signed up for tonight.
Yeah, I don't think folks want to hear rabid possum noises coming through the microphone as you consume. So we'll fill in the time while you go in. So welcome everybody to the bracket reveal. I know you're all very excited. I have seen the bracket myself. Can we tease a little bit? This is stacked this year.
No, this year is like crazy. I've been here since the first SGL, and yeah, this is one hell of a stack tournament.
Yeah, it's like I look at all 8 of the matches that we're about to reveal, and like I genuinely, like, any one of the contestants could win each round.
Could go either way regardless of the match.
So
like, it's insane.
Yeah, shout outs before we reveal the bracket. I do want to say huge shout outs to everybody participating in the qualifiers. If you didn't make it this year, just know competition was fierce and everybody came out strong. Shout outs to my folks in the seed report room, just grinding out the flag set this year. Like I see y'all in there all the time sharing your seeds and, you know, comparing your times and putting in the work. It was really exciting as a community admin to see just like the activity and the excitement around the flag set. And like, again, huge shout outs to Possum for the initial pitch for these flags. Really, like, only 2 major changes before we revealed them. Like he pitched them, I tweaked a couple things, we tested them, we made like 2 other minor tweaks, and then it was like, awesome, out of the park, done.
Yeah, it turns out designing flags is a transferable skill across randos, so that's cool. I'm very glad everyone's been enjoying it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea because the flags are definitely faster than anything that's been around, and they are definitely less boss intense and a little bit less of a knowledge check than in the past, but definitely 11 out of 10 on the puzzle scale, and definitely reward solid execution, maybe more than ever before, with potentially less randomization, even though all the levers for randomization were tweaked. It's really interesting how it all played out.
Yeah, it was really funny when we were doing the closed community testing before we made the announcement, because the feedback we were getting at first was like, are these too fast? Like, we're so used to finishing within like our fastest time in the previous SGLs is in like the high 40s. So people were coming back and clocking in at like mid 40s to like high 30s on some of their tests, and they're like, this might be too fast. I'm like, look, this is Speed Gaming Live. We're allowed to go fast. If anything, it's encouraged. So I for one, embrace our speed overlords and really, really, really appreciate just how fast these flags can be. Chanigan, have you gotten a chance to play with these at all?
I think I did 1 seed, clock around an hour and 20, since it's been a year since a year or 2 since the last time I played competitively on FFMQR. So yeah, I'm pretty rusty, but no, they're fun. They're a good puzzle. I liked when I think it was version 2 that you guys had that I played with a seed. But yeah, no, they're definitely like, for what I've been able to see in the seed report and on the LCQ yesterday. Yeah, these are fast. These are fast seeds. Like, but they're fun. I've enjoyed watching that, and just seeing like you said, how many people like posted their time on the in the seed report channel. Like, yeah, SGL is back, baby.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've been busy winning FFR leagues, so
I've tried.
You're
I'm
forgiven.
trying.
You're forgiven for being a little bit absent from MQR. You can't be playing everything at once all the time. It's not physically possible.
No, I try sometimes, but fail most of the time. So
Yeah, I mean, you're in the running this year, I hear. So
yeah.
well, I think we've kept chat waiting long enough. Let's go ahead and reveal the bracket. Give it a second. There we go. Look at that lineup. God, oh, yeah. I mean, we can. So, announcement about the 1 and 2 spot. And I'll let Chanigan and Wildham take it because I have work brain and I can't remember exactly what y'all said to sort this out.
I just yeah. So I trying to remember. Wait.
It's with Hatox and Farfaloo.
Yes.
Shout outs, by the way. You two crushed it during qualifiers. So much so that we have to kind of have like a pseudo tiebreaker because you both have 0 points at the end of qualifiers.
Yeah. So
0.
yeah. We talked about it in the our planning channel, like since like Hibbings just said, being tied, like need to know which one is going to be seed 1 and 2. So after talking about it a bit, we thought like just flip him a coin, just a 50-50 chance for each of them to be seed 1 or 2. So let's do it, I guess.
Flip the coin.
All right, wait. So I don't know. Do we have attacks or Farflu in chat? Because I want to know which side they want.
Yeah. Farfaloo, Hatox, this is your call out. If I see Hatox, he was in here. He's talking. So Hatox, if you're here still, give us your preference. Heads or tails. I haven't seen Farfaloo speak up, but Far, if you're here, whoever types it in chat first, you get the preference on the coin toss. Yeah, see Hatox. Let's see. What is the preference? If that coin lands on its side, we'll just have a 4-way bracket. I don't know. Heads. All right.
All right. So if it lands heads, Hatox is seed 1. If it's tail, Farflu is seed 1.
Flip the coin.
Tail. All right.
All right.
So let me do the thing. I forgot to log in.
It's okay.
All right, and there we go. And I think if you go back to the bracket and hit refresh, there we go. We have Farfaloo as seed number 1 and attacks as seed number 2.
Nothing else changes.
Yep, nothing else. Only those 2.
So our first match is going to be Farfaloo and Dino Dad. By the way, I mean, we all know how good Farfaloo is at MQR. That is no mystery. There's a reason he has 2 champion titles on his name in the Discord. But Dino's been putting in work. I see him like posting times all the time. It's steadily improving. This will be an interesting matchup for sure. I'm excited to see this match. And Farfaloo is like he mentioned, he was talking the other day. We were serious when we were saying anybody could take any of these rounds. Like you make a quote unquote bad call and someone plays it perfect, you've lost the seed. That kind of is how it is.
Yeah, we've seen that the past few years. Just spirals into something like a quest chain, or not a quest chain, but just a chain that just takes 15 minutes of your time, and well, there goes a win.
Yep. You full dive lava dome, and you only needed to go halfway, and someone else makes,
Yeah.
you know what if I just fade? So
All right, and the second match, Sir Link-a-Lot and Possum. Sir Link-a-Lot has been in the MQR Discord for Jesus. I think he's been here longer than me. A great runner. Helped with the some documentation early on. Very great runner, and Possum, well, also another great runner. Well, I'm guessing you can say a bit about how you play Possum since you're here.
Oh, sure. All I'll say is this about this matchup. We had two races that we were a part of together. One of them we were 4 seconds apart. The other we were 5 seconds apart. I'm not saying it's going to continue that way, but all prospects are looking towards one hell of a match between myself and Link. So
No,
I'm excited for that.
I didn't check the times, but yeah, now that I look at them, like, wow, this is crazy tight. Like,
I
this
wasn't
is
kidding.
so close.
Like, it's such a tight
this
window
is-
for all of our qualifiers.
Yeah. No, this matchup is going to be very interesting.
It's the second SGL in a row that I feel like I get I'm not going to say an unfavorable matchup, but something where I'm probably 50-50 at. Like, I think Link-a-Lot and I are very even. Last year it was 10 who I got in the first round, so last year also I ended up getting knocked out by Farfalu in round 2. If I'd be so fortunate to get past Link and Farfalu gets past Dad, it could just happen again. It'll just be the same thing year after year, and that'd be cool. I'd be okay with that.
I think we refer to those as recursive loops.
Can I get a crit loop on Chaos?
Wait,
Only if you
it's all
roll well.
going back to FFR.
It always does.
Yep.
Goes back to FFR and Winter Tournament. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. So moving on to our third match here, Lanxian and This Dude Speaks. I honestly, like, how new is Lanxian to this scene? Because I feel like he just kind of popped up and started cranking out really, really fast times in Seed Report.
Yeah, it was their last SGL, but we had to DNF one of their time because of a streaming issue. So unfortunately, because of that, they didn't make the brackets. But they were, I think they were almost tied, like, second or third. Like, Lanxion is a very good runner.
Yeah.
Lanxian does vanilla speedruns, coming over from it just like 10, basically around the same time last year. Ipsty, who we're going to get to in a little bit as well, also, a vanilla speedrunner of the game. So quite a few vanilla runners in this. And one of the cool things about that is if you watch Lanxian T and 10, their menuing is just better than everyone else because of their vanilla speedrun experience. It's real fun to watch. Not saying the rest of us are bad, but they're different.
Yeah, no, I remember looking at the Lanxion last year, SGL, like, their menuing is so fast.
Yeah, I've been working on that muscle memory, but I'll still accidentally, like, I'll double roll over instead of, like, going right or left sometimes. So it's just watching the vanilla runners and just the precision they bring to the table for the races, especially with the menuing, it's on another level, and it's somewhere us rando purists need to catch up on.
Yeah, and This Dude Speaks, like, just putting time, like, getting better and better every year.
Putting in the grind, just like one of the most active runners I think I've seen in the Seed Report room.
Yeah, I know. Put a lot of played a lot of seeds. Like, no, This Dude Speaks, like, even though he's 13 overall, like, he's not going down without a fight.
For sure. Yeah, like that. you look at the times for the qualifiers,
Hmm.
and again, like we can't stress enough, just because you see like, 13, 14, 15, 16 next to the name, does not mean that they're a slouch by any means.
Nope.
They are in this bracket for a reason. Speaking of this bracket, do we have to talk about the next one?
Uh,
You do anyway.
I guess you do,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh no! Oh. So yeah, I'll be going up against T. It's not the first time I've gone up against T in a race. It's not the first time I've gone up against a lot of these folks in a race. So T's a fantastic runner. I can't say enough good things. There's a reason they have a champion title next to their name in the Discord. Like, they are very, very good at the rando. They've been around for a good bit. Always a pleasure to race against them. So my performance is spotty at best. I kind of embody randomness in a sense. Sometimes I'm on it and I'm crushing it, and other times I'm just like, why did I do that? So I've been trying to tighten up for this tournament in particular, since it is my comeback. I didn't participate last year. My baby girl was born, and I was not going to try to participate in a speed gaming tournament and have a brand new baby girl at home at the same time. That just like was not happening in my life. This year I have a little bit more flexibility, but haven't had a huge amount of time of practice, but I've been putting in the grind behind the scenes, trying to catch up to everybody. I'm happy I placed in the bracket. I am fully comfortable with being placed at 12. That is fitting for how little time I've had, but I'll take it. And I'm very humbled to be in the position I am to even make top 14. I don't know if she'll appreciate that if I do win the championship, Odoran, but I appreciate the sentiment. On to our next. Speaking of Odoran, sorry.
Yeah.
We can transition to our next match: Hatox versus Odoran. Now,
Yep. Odoran
that
being
is
a FFR player, came to FFMQR very recently, which just crushed. Like, learned the rando very quickly, and put some good time. Like, I don't remember what was the LCQ time. Trying to remember. So yeah, 40 minutes during the LCQ. That Odoran put, which is a pretty damn good time.
I mean, definitely showcasing that transferable skill from the other randos that they run, and it's it's showing.
Yep. So yeah, no drawn for a few years now. I think 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. I'm old. It's been a while.
Been a minute.
Yep. And attacks, like, Jesus, what can we say about attacks?
Hatox is one of those other runners that you really don't want to run into in a dark alley.
Yeah. Very, very strong player, which went down against Farflu last year. Like, attacks he's good. He's good. Very good.
I think and consistent.
Very consistent. That's true. Like their time, 28 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a 28 minutes. Like, it's crazy fast. No, attacks.
I feel like
oh, go for it.
I was gonna say, I feel like this flag set's scratching an itch Hatox didn't know he had, and all of a sudden he's just like, he's locked in, and he's like, I'm ready to go now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Him and Farflu.
Mm-hmm. No, it's been great seeing attacks with those times. Yep.
Yeah, no, that one's gonna be exciting for sure. Like, newcomer versus old school. Like, I mean, old hat, and just seeing the showdown, and again, both putting in excellent times. So, one wrong decision, and it'll be someone's game to take.
Yep.
I genuinely think we're going to see a lot of 3-match rounds out of this.
No, I agree.
So speaking
not just round 2 or semifinals. Like, no, it can go like
Yeah.
every round, every matches can go 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, like I don't think there's going to be a lot of shutouts this year. Like even in this bracket. And I mean, speaking of old hats, you want to talk about legacy. Our next match, 10 versus Tybalt, 2 of our other vanilla speedrunners coming to the rando scene and just putting in the work. 10 especially. Possum, I feel like you should take the spotlight for 10 because I feel like you know them the best out of all of them. I mean, we all know 10 and how good they are, but
Yeah, I reckon I know 10 and Tybalt pretty well for about the last 5 or 6 years now. Through Mystic Quest for 10 and Rocket League and some other things, and then for Tybalt through Free Enterprise and Mystic Quest and Worlds Collide, and I mean, pick a rando. So yeah, I know both of them extremely well. And I will say this is an interesting matchup because 10 is more consistent, and Tybalt would be the first one to tell you that. But Tybalt is called Tybalt the Gambler, and called that for a reason. Tybalt is not afraid to take a risk, to win by 2 minutes and lose by 20. Doesn't care. Is just part of that DNA that a lot of runners don't have, which makes Tybalt a very scary opponent for someone like 10 who plays a consistent, less gambly game. So to me, this is a really interesting matchup because you have 2 very talented runners with vastly different play styles. And to that point, Tybalt beat 10 in the last live race. And so despite them being, 10 being ranked 7, LOL, and Tybalt being ranked 10, it would have been funnier if that was switched. But despite those rankings, this is kind of a toss-up. Like, I think 10 is more consistent, but I don't know if that helps in this. I really don't. It's going to be one heck of a watch, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, for sure. And like you speak about playstyles, there's so many different playstyles in this tournament bracket. Like, we have hyper aggression, we have consistent caution, we have folks who will just like flip on a dime. It's like, let's wing it. I have a feeling about this and I'm going to follow my gut. Like, it's playstyles are all over the place and it's going to be a great spectacle. And speaking of matches to watch, happy Artea versus Judge Joe. Joe's another one of the runners who's been climbing up the ranks and putting in the time and putting in the grind. And Artea, I feel like, has been here forever, just being consistently good. If I remember correctly, Artea is a practice buddy for Farfalu.
Yep.
So, if you see good times out of one, you'll usually see good times out of the other. I think Artea was one of the first runners I did an async with, and it was like, yeah, 13-14 Dark King. You just go for it sometimes. Just do it, if it lines up. And it's like, all right, well, they have a point, and I should be more aggressive. So it's like when people were like, are you too level for Dark King? It's like, there's no such thing as too low level a lot of the times. It's just like, how aggressive are you willing to push the envelope? And do you have the stress to back that up? And Artea's will be like the first one to tell you that. It's like, the threshold's a little pliable as long as you have the right arsenal to take on that challenge and luck's in your favor.
The neat part about that is Joe does the same thing in Final Fantasy IV for Enterprise, Final Fantasy V Career Day, Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, like plays all the randos and lives by that hyper aggression. Will also die by it, but lives by it. So that's a matchup that you could see 2 runners going into Dark King at level 14 and either getting through it really fast or dying repeatedly. It's going to be cinema, as the kids would say.
Yeah, it's either going to be a drag race or 2 people beating their heads against the wall until one of the walls collapses. So, grab your popcorn. That one's going to be really good.
Yeah, that's my kind of races. Like, that I want to see. Only because that's how I play.
Hey, yeah. I mean, it's like you want to see the aggressive plays. Sometimes safe is, a little.
No. All power, like maximum
blast
power.
Cannons.
Yep.
And I guess leading on to our final match on the bracket, which I don't have a good segue for, but I really don't need one. We've got Fried Potato and Ultima Strike. So, again, Potato's been running for what, year plus now, almost.
Yeah,
roughly?
almost 2 years. Remember seeing Potato last year. Don't remember if they were there for 2023. Let me check. I'm curious.
They were not there for
They were not.
2023.
Yeah, no, they were not. But yeah, Fried Potato, like, stupid good runner. Started last year. Finished what? Seed 4? Yep, Seed 4 last year. So yeah, again, everyone in this bracket is stupidly good. So there's another one, and Ultima Strike also been here for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
Putting time,
One of our-
time, like,
Yeah. One of our other frequent flyers of the seed report room, just putting in the grind, like right there with everybody else. It's like, if I see Lanxian or I see, Oderon put up a seed, like Ultima's like, I'll be on it in just a second. And it's like, we'll see a time regardless. So and both of them really good booth buddies. Ultima's been helping out with tracking, which I hugely appreciate. Especially, I think we all appreciate all of our helpers for broadcast, because especially with the round 16, it's always the busiest, guys. Like, you get us on the schedule, and it's like, hey, we need to schedule roughly about, let's see, what's 8 times 3? 24 live streams, and we need crew for all 24 of those matches half the time. It's like, I need a tracker, I need 2 comms, man, we need a restreamer. But like, Fried Potato's been an excellent booth buddy for me in comms in the past, and Ultima's usually there and shows up and does the Lord's good work of tracking. Because heaven forbid, if I have to do a stream without a tracker, I get lost on what I missed half the time.
Yeah, same. But yeah, this is the bracket. Like, anyone could get could win it. Like, this, I feel like this year is like the strongest year that we have, like, that we had for the past. We're doing this since what, 2021, if I'm not mistaken. 2022 or 2020. Yeah, 2022 was the first year. Yeah. So yeah, this is the fourth one, and yeah, no, this is the strongest bracket that I feel like that we have.
For sure. No, I feel like this is the most applicants we've had. Like,
True. I think that's the first time that we had more than 16 players, that we had to use the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, like, qualifiers were absolutely packed this year.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, by the way. Everybody, please show up.
Yeah.
Bring your friends. Bring more people. We need more people playing the rando. Oh, man. So, with the bracket reveal, the schedule for round 16 is starting tomorrow, September 25th, till September 13th. So, there should be a link in the pins for the SGL Online 2025 channel that you can use to schedule your races. So I believe it's
Wildam is currently typing it.
Yep.
So you'll get all the info regarding scheduling your matches. We'll probably ping we'll ping for crew pretty much every morning around 8 or 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Eastern, around that time. So feel free. There'll be a link in every ping with that you can register for crew.
Yep. And for as a courtesy, I'll ask that if you do need to coordinate with your competitor for your round, feel free to use a thread.
Yep.
In the SGL online room. So start a thread with who you're competing against, work together with your counterpart to schedule your race times. I know that for a couple of our runners, there's a pretty large gap between time zones. So please, I ask you all to be understanding and accommodating. Do your best. We will also do our best to try to be accommodating. I know for some of our newer folks, and a little bit of a horror story for our admins here, we have had situations in the past where we have had to allow like extensions due to acts of God, like say a hurricane taking out power in some Canadian cities a couple years ago, mid race or right before a race kicked off. So yeah, we're not inflexible. We will work with you as best we can. Just we ask that you work with us and work with your counterparts to be as accommodating as possible, and we'll get through the first round and make our way to the second one, hopefully pretty seamlessly.
Yep. Also, be sure to submit your time, like your matches, 24 hours before the start of your match. That way, we can let the SG folks know about the match, because SGL is going like people are starting pretty much every tournaments are starting at the same time. So, just so we let them know beforehand, like, hey, we got a match this day. So, yeah.
For sure.
And no,
So, yeah.
30 minutes? No. Odron, if you're doing that, like, I'm disqualifying you. I don't know.
You get the ban. You've been banned from the stand, Odron. It was good. It was a good match. Docs, I don't know. He just somehow won by default. Did that? I don't know what happened. But yeah, no, I mean, if things like go out of whack and there's some like, if you don't get a live stream scheduled with SGL, shout outs to our lovely folks in our sister communities, FFR and FF4 all. We're very good friends with those communities, and we might be able to get a ad hoc stream stood up on those channels, but we would 100% prefer you use SGL first. Try to get it scheduled 24 hours in advance so we can use their official sites for restream and tracking. And with that said, I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah,
Possum,
no.
Did I miss anything? Janigan?
Don't think. Pretty much
Don't think so.
said everything that we had to. I'm guessing good luck, everyone. I don't know. Good luck.
Do the thing. No, in
do
all
the
seriousness,
thing.
Good luck, everyone.
good luck, do the thing, and just remember, we wouldn't be here having a tournament without y'all. So thanks again, all of you showing up, putting in the good work, putting on great shows, and thank you, chat, for everybody who may just enjoy watching these. Thanks for showing up and watching the streams and supporting all of the runners. It means a lot to us to go back and rewatch the VODs of the races and see people cheering for us and, giving us some good RNG wishes as we go back and kind of review our work and see where we can improve. So good luck, everybody. May RNG be in your favor, and we'll see you on our first race whenever that gets scheduled. If you want to find out, go to ffmqrando.net and join the community Discord. All right, my obligatory plug is done.
All right, thanks, everyone.
Good night.